I was trying to get to the river, but as you can tell, there's all sorts of barriers here. Come here. Oh well. Oh well. Being homeless does suck. I'm not gonna lie. But also, it comes with challenges. I was sitting at the park, and some white lady comes up to me and says, "No dogs in the park." And I said, "Riddle me that." "Well, that's for humans." I'm like, "No. Look what it shows on the." It was a envelope. It was a picture of a dog, and beneath of it was poop bags and a little trash can. What does that say? No dogs on Splash Park. Well, I don't want you to get a $500 ticket. Well, I already had the discussion with the cop yesterday. So, as long as my dog is not on that splash pad, she aight. And I said, it looks like you got multiple Karens over there. So, let me charge up one of my phones up to like 50% and get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I didn't feel like dealing with Karens today, dude. I really didn't. That's a sad part of reality when you're homeless. When you're homeless, you gotta deal with people that hate homeless. And in all honesty, how many of you guys seen a homeless person, meaning groups of homeless people, protesting, rioting? I've never seen a homeless person do such activities. It's always one of you guys, you Babylonians. I don't understand why you guys gotta hate the fucking homeless. I just don't understand it. Day in and day out, I get criticized for something I didn't do. I get yelled at for it. I'm like, I'm not the last person. I'm not that retard that did some activities that you guys didn't like. Like, literally, you just can't categorize every human being that is homeless as a terrible guy. I'm not out here causing riffraff. Yeah, I might be trespassing at the very least, but I'm not out here causing riffraff. It's not my problem, not my fault that these businesses wanted to create a business next to a river. It's not my fault. I mean, yeah, there's a whole goddamn river, but I chose to walk the tracks to it. And I got barriers. So I gotta walk back to the main road and figure out another alternatives. And in the same process, I might get interacted by the police. And I'm gonna tell them straight up, I try to go find me a river source to hang out at. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not doing anything to hinder somebody's flow of life. Why give me shit when I'm just doing what humans do natural? Not all homeless are problematic like me. We're just homeless because of the environment that got tossed to us. My job is YouTube. The courts recognizes it. And I'm going to continue to live by my job. You know, being homeless is not as easy as you think. You got a lot of obstacles, a lot of angry people. It's basically you against the world. You're fighting your way to merely existing. You gotta fight your way verbally to exist. You know, October will be 18 years that I've lived this lifestyle. I have. And I've seen the majority of defaults out here. I've seen where we get attacked. But I'm gonna ask you a serious fucking question here. When's the last time you ever seen a homeless riot, protest on the news? I'm not talking about your protest, your doings as society. You don't see us out here protesting. You don't see us fighting Trump's words of being hunted. You could say hunted because the laws are hunting us down and putting us in jail. I happen to be one of the very lucky ones that don't mingle too much. I don't be in Front Street. Dude, it's fucking hot. It was cold this morning. Well, also I'm wearing a jacket and the sun is bearing down right on me. Whew, I need to lose weight anyway. I get it. There's majority of the people are bad. Majority of the homeless. And I want to take this time to actually stand for the homeless. Advocate. Because I really don't see any advocation for the homeless. I want to be just like Charlie Kirk for the homeless. I really do. I think it's time for somebody that actually lived 18, or should I say 17 years on the street. Someone that knows the battle of existing. I'm sick and tired of the higher ups that have no experience on being homeless. Like physically and literally. Like if you don't have the experience to be homeless, then you shouldn't be speaking on the behalf of us. Somebody dropped some paperwork. This is where I'm trying to get to, right there. Look at that. Wait. That's what I'm trying to get to. But evidently, I couldn't. Come on, mamas. The fastest way to get down is to jump. That's one of the fastest way. I like my legs, so I'm not going to do that. I always say that's one of the fastest way to get down is to jump. But I like my legs. I like my mobility. And how are we going to get down? Go ahead, go. Ah, I don't care. Alright, we gotta figure out how to get down. Alright. One of the ways is to get down is simply jump. But we're not made like the movies. Hey! Alright. Okay. Hoping for the best. Go. Whoa. I have mountain experience, mountain climbing, descent. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Oh, hell yeah. Smurf. That's a rider. We definitely got riders' signatures. Alright, we lost the dog. The dog's down there. Okay. Okay. Alright. We descended all the way from up there. Democrats, man. Democrats. Hey. I don't even know where the fucking goes. I didn't even see that yesterday. We gotta let the doggy have some water. I need some cigarettes. Hi. Where are you going? We gotta go up this hill. No trees passing. Blow horn. Oh, this is a car path. Huh. Not bad. All right. Here we are, living the life. Okay, more dirt pile. Yay! I love dirt. Okay. Here we are. Whew, shit. Holy God. You gotta love life. You got to love life. Especially when people try to starve you. People love to starve me, man. Yeah. This is the homeless life, dude. Who's out here to fuck with me, man? Ain't nobody out here to snitch on me. Look at this shit. You guys are jealous. I practically have free reign, dude. Nobody's around here to get me in fucking trouble. Look at all this shit. I got free reign over this property. Nobody knows about it. I could go take a shit over there. I could set up camp over here for the night. I mean, literally. And then you got these homeless people living Front Street. I mean, you don't need to live. I always tell a homeless person, just travel. Just go city to city. You're gonna die anyway, so why don't you fucking adventure? Why don't you go out? Get the fuck out, dude. Alright. Alright. Cast me shade. While people are interested in making fucking money, here I am, adventuring, showing shit, trying to make money. Ha. There you go. That's better be the fucking river. That's a crook. Holy shit. Suck a dick, not eat a dick. Suck a dick. People hate it. Men hate it when you say suck a dick. Yo, go suck a dick, bitch. Because that's what women do. They suck dick. And men don't like that word when it's casted to them. So yeah. Look at her. She's enjoying herself. Let's go. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Oh well, she's enjoying herself. She gets tangled. She gets tangled. Let's go. Sounds like a horse. And you say that she's living a horrible life. This dog's chasing rabbits, butterflies, bees, groundhogs, all that other fun shit. Alright. We're gonna sit in the shade. Look at this shit, dude. How many of you guys can fucking say that you successfully go to places? And I gotta figure out. I know because I saw it off a higher ground. There's gotta be a spot. I know there's a little tiny island. Hey. Alright, where is it? Is it on that side or is it on this side? I've seen it off of higher grounds. Hey! Alright, go ahead. There it is. It's on that side. So I guess... That's the sad thing. You're going down, you must come back up. I wonder if my view... really... It's easier to come back up than to go back down. What do we do? What do we do, guys? Oh, there's a guy, that same guy on the boat. Maybe we can get a boat ride. Reese, come on. I'm not going down there. As much as I want to go down there, I just don't want to. I don't want to tear up my shoes, because this is all I got. Nobody wants to donate for brand new shoes. Nobody wants to donate for shit. Everybody wants to be assholes. Y'all want to see me starve? I'm gonna lay back. I'm gonna go back to that fucking park when everything is settled down a little bit. Move. No, I am not in PA. I'm in New York, dummies. It's actually New York. No, it's not New York. Someone said that's the Ohio. I must be confused where the fuck I'm at. But yeah. Ohio, Youngstown areas over there. I thought I was in New York. But no, Youngstown's like over there somewhere. Apparently. I gotta look at the maps. 'Cause I was lied to. Alright. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. Snot rocket.
Charlie Kirk was infuriated when this clueless leftist gave the most outrageous answer to a question so simple, even a child could have answered it.
I guess it's the most important question, and you know it's coming. What is a woman?
A woman is somebody who identifies and performs with what society agrees with as a woman. It's not a safe world for trans people.
It's not a safe world for those of us that criticize trans people. Trans people won't stop going into female locker rooms and stealing female medals and then penalizing people for not using the right pronouns. We are fine with live and let live. The trans alphabet mafia, they want to say live and let us rule. You must use our pronouns. You must allow us into your locker room. You must allow us into your sporting competition. If not, you're a bigot and we're going to penalize you. I don't care if you want to go wear a dress by yourself. Go ahead, knock yourself out. But if you're going to force me to use pronouns that aren't true, teach my kids things that are materially or biologically false, then we have a serious problem.
All I'm saying is that like these people just want to exist.
And we will exist in reality.
Charlie Kirk was a...
I believe that, dude. I believe that. I don't give a fuck what you do in your backyard or wherever you fucking decide to be gay at. But you're not gonna make me tell. You're not gonna. Like Cornelius Van Gogh. I wish you guys stopped listening to her. She has no voice. Will never have no voice. Due to the fact she is one-sided and doesn't care. I mean, I don't mind silencing her. I don't. But it's quietly rude to do so. I'm allowed to speak out. I'm allowed. You're allowed to speak out. But I think Cornelius Van Gogh, in my own personal words, think she shouldn't have a voice. She is nothing due to the fact she wishes harm on people. She celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. I mean, she should be hung by the hairs of her vagina. I mean, it's literally, I don't know why I was trying, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm going to save that for another conversation because honestly, dude, yeah, this is pretty much the inside of, man, okay, I don't depict anybody but me, so when I do these little covers, these little topics, I depict what I know and what is basically true out here in this society we live in here in America. I don't know anything else from any other fucking countries. I'm just basing the homelessness in America. But we are going to talk a little bit about Cornelius Van Gogh. And in my own personal belief, this is my own hot take on Cornelius Van Gogh. I think she does not need a voice due to the fact she doesn't have the years as a traveler, homeless traveler. She doesn't have the years. Now, she knows everything about squatting, stuff like that. Now, I'll give it to her on that aspect. But when it comes to being actually homeless and traveling, living day in and day out by evil tongues, getting disrespected for no reason. You know, I've been here for a few days. Last night, someone gave me $20. I'm gonna tell you this: when it comes to food, strictly food, motel, I am not going to make a skit out of it. I'm not, dude. Like, I've had numerous people in the past. Uh-oh. I've had numerous people in the past tell me to make a drama out of it. She's friendly. Is this a park? Okay, I just want to make... Can she say hi? Can she say hi? Go. She's a bit of a jumper.
No, no jumping.
She won't stop until she says hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Sorry. Hey, Reese.
We trust people to know their dog. No other people to see.
Yes, people everywhere.
The other side is definitely a named park.
A poop bucket and bags for dogs. And I've read every sign. It says no dogs on splash pad.
Okay.
But people were yelling at me, and I'm like, I had this discussion with the cops. And the cops told me, as long as the dog is not on the splash pad, then it's okay.
But they were still upset?
Yeah. I'm like, they must be liberals.
Hi. Hello.
Let's not go there. I agree with you, but let's not go there. I was just thinking a lot about that.
Or snowflakes or something. Karens. I'm tired of Karens too. And I'm doing a segment on YouTube. It's me about homeless and how homeless gets like, yeah, I'm homeless. My way of I'm not like begging for money or anything. The only thing I get paid by YouTube, but it's not much. I'm a low end creator. I get like maybe anywhere from 100 to 400 a month.
Yeah.
And
You haven't been here before, have you?
first time.
Yeah. The other side.
There's this lady about your age, and I'm like, I've been here like for 3 days, and nobody's really bitched at me other than you, other than you and a black woman. And the cops said you're not bothering anybody.
Well, you just always get a combination.
I think they don't like the homeless. Those two individuals. And I get it. I travel across the country for 17 years. And, you know, like, I found being in a meadow or in the woods, ain't nobody to complain on you.
No, you should be fine here.
Yeah.
All right, where do you go next?
Well, I'm thinking about probably going to Chicago. And then back around towards probably Maryland, Delaware. Go play with them people. They really don't like the homeless out there.
No, yeah. Yeah. Good to have chatted with you.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I like to stir the pot. At times. Especially when it comes to places. Alright, let me
This
rewind.
clueless leftist gave the most outrageous answer.
Dude, I don't give a fuck, dude. I never threatened a cop. I'm not on edge. Why would I be on edge for something I didn't do? Goddamn, there's a lot of things. Daniel. A lot of people have spent life rage baiting. I've rage bait most of the times. It's funny. It is funny. Daniel thinks I'm in Pennsylvania. Why? You think I'm gonna steal your beautiful death? You think I'm gonna steal death from you? Carrie? You think I'm gonna steal Carrie from you? Huh? What? What? Even if I was, even if I was in Pennsylvania, I don't even talk to your bitch, your cunt. And plus, aren't you fucking married with somebody else? Alright, let's find Carrie. There it is. Daniel's upset that I'm close to Carrie. Mercer County. Hey Google, where is Mercer County, Pennsylvania?
Mercer County is in northwestern Pennsylvania, bordering Ohio. It is located between the cities of Pittsburgh and Erie.
What kind of... This is Carrie. Back in the day. What kind of woman is your type? Easy to get along... This is me. Easy to get along with. I'm not into drama. I'm open to any. And I'm not interested in females that do hard drugs. I don't... She says, I don't do anything but psychedelics and drink. That's fine. Weed, shrooms are lovely. Are you cool with dogs? Reese? Or more dogs? I never had a pet. Just Reese. I have a dog. Your dog seems really sweet. She just loves you. She is. All uppercase Jose with a heart. And I smiled back. She says, I can't believe you're talking to me. I'm sorry, fangirling. It's like meeting a celebrity of your dreams. I said, really? Yeah, I can't believe it. I'm subscribed. I watch a lot of your videos, but never talk to you. I know you have lots of fans. What is this? Oh. Okay. She says, good morning, by the way. Oh, I got some pictures that she sent me. Bruh. Hold up. I'm gonna get off the subject. Oh, there she is. There you go. There you go. There's your girl. Is that your girl? Is that your new girl, Daniel? Oh, yeah, your girl knows that I was on the train. I was on a freight train. Alright, there's one more. Oh, yeah, she loved the shit out of this guy. She loved the artwork that I sent in from train, like when I go train hopping. And there's good artwork. Oh, look at that, Daniel. Mercer County. Mercer County. How about that, Daniel? I know, right? They're just upset that I get around. They're just upset that I get around. I mean, you play games. You win prizes, right? I mean, I am in Ohio. Hold on. I gotta figure out where the fuck I'm at first. Where's that fucking river? Georgetown. The Tri-State Ford area. East End. I'm closer to Glasgow and Georgetown. Than anything else. You know what? Yeah, there we go. I gotta get back onto the other side so I can go down to Pittsburgh and see if Mr. Jakey Poo can get me to Tucson for a bit. And then from Tucson, head up back to New Jersey. I travel, bro. I get around. I don't know about you. Yub nub. Daniel, you might say that. You might say that. Alright there, bad. So is your dad. You think I'm in Pennsylvania? Well, why don't you send your girlfriend Def out to find me if I'm in Pennsylvania? Because if I was in Pennsylvania, Def wouldn't know where I'm at. And I guarantee you I'm not there. Why don't you send your girl an Uber money to figure out where the fuck I'm at? I bet not. Because you know I'm not in Pennsylvania, you dummy. Yeah, I'm in Eastern Pennsylvania, okay? Alright. Eastern Pennsylvania. Try Ohio. Well, I'm not near Youngstown. I told you where I'm at. I'm in East End, bruh. East End, Pennsylvania. Or Ohio. I know. Daniel, stop being a fucking creep. What if Daniel is death? Death, just use your regular fucking name. I mean, I got nothing against you, Death. You're the one that's fucking around. You're the one that's fucking around, Death. Damn, dude. Bro, those boobs are very veiny, bruh. Bro, I haven't seen a fucking veiny boobs. You want to see the boobs? I bet you do, you hornball. I bet you want to see the boobs. I mean, all boobs are veiny, but with deafs, you can actually see the veins, you know? Like plain as day. No wonder why she never gets men. She fucking plays around too much. Ain't no man want... I don't know how to feel. I don't know. Ain't no man want that around. I guarantee you, Def's a virgin. A 30-something-year-old virgin. Reese, back the fuck off. Look at this shit. They're starting to call me again. Fuck do you want?
What do you want? I diddled.
Daniel. You know, your buddy's in trouble. Your buddy's in trouble, dude. If I'm so guilty, why the fuck does you and your buddies trying to cover up? The cops found out. The fucking cops found out, dude. So I would quit. I would quit fucking with me, dude. Because your buddy's gonna snitch on you. Quit. It's real stupid on getting an upgrade out of my parents' thing. It's real stupid, dude. Bruce Little. Bruce fucking Little. You're real stupid. Trust me. The person at, you know what? God damn, dude. Look at this sorry sack of shit. I'm not the one that's gonna get fraud. I'm not the one that's gonna get arrested. Bruce Little. Hey, the cops found out someone took a phone out of my parents' account. Someone hacked in somehow, some way, got an upgrade and shit. Guess what? You can deny all you want, Bruce Little. You can deny. Beep, beep. I got an air horn. What the fuck am I doing? You can deny this all you want. That's why Surf Dog switched made a new account. You guys think I'm dumb? I'm gonna give that new account to Bob's sister. I mean, I already gave it to the sheriffs, to the police department. Dude, you can't hide. Harassers can't hide, dude. Look at you, woman. Look at it. Look at it. Carrie. Those are gonna be the last pair of fucking tits you'll ever fucking see until you get out of jail. You don't care about death. You don't care about Carrie. You just used her as a pawn. Yeah, you used her as a pawn, yo. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in the back. It's 6. No, that's his woman. That's his woman, death. No, dude. Yeah, his woman death giving out, tit pics. Such a woman you got, huh? Such a lady. I don't jerk to that. I mean, I'm not gonna show you fires, cause that's my girl. I get food nude. Full body, full body pics. What do you get? A tease from... Dude, I'd rather have fire over death. I'd rather have fire over death, because at least I get a full body pic. Definitely only shows you, what is it called? A tease. Dude, all my shit is on fucking OnlyFans. Of course, somebody was gay enough to go over there and pay for it. You guys are gay. I do not jack off in the woods. You guys are dumb. We just generally don't care if you guys get caught. Go ahead. I have been a homeless streamer for a whole bunch of years, like maybe close to 10 years. I don't even know how much I'd be making already on OnlyFans. Let me see the update. Mm. God damn, I hate when it does this. I gotta sign right back in. You know what? We're gonna fuck with that guy. Stay. Dude, I went partially deaf. Historical Museum. Hello. We're currently closed. Please call back again. All right. Let's see. What is this? I don't know what this is. Well, we're definitely out of this. You know what? I wonder if that's butane. Alright. I got endless supply. Endless supply of air here. Boom. Dude, that echoes through the valley. I'm right next to a dam. Isn't that great? You don't know where I'm at, and you can't call the police on me? I gotta play along. I gotta play along. I got to. Sorry. I gotta play along. Ain't nobody had my fucking location. Alright, I'm done. I'm definitely gonna get in trouble. When am I never in fucking trouble? Gary don't know my location. Dude, that really fucking hurts. Oh, that's the river police. No, they're using a canal path or one of those things for the boats to get across. Oh, come here. Get over. Come here. She's friendly. Was that loud?
What?
The air horn?
You know what? I'm so like retarded. I didn't hear it.
She didn't hear the horn, the excessive air horn?
No, not at all. But
Uh,
I don't pay attention much, so it probably what's your name?
Reese.
I love dogs. Better than people.
She loves to say hi to people.
That's awesome. My dog does too, except he's a big old American.
You don't have cigarette?
Yeah, I got a cigarette. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the leash because there's bikers coming by.
Oh, Reese, come. Come here. She won't chase after the bikes.
Oh no? Okay.
Come here.
Okay.
Come here now.
Oh, Nancy.
I'm doing a live stream.
Oh, I'm about to be in your live stream. My bad.
It's all good. Reese,
It's okay.
she just loves attention.
Yeah, so does my dog.
Go.
My dog. I feel sometimes my dog would leave me for other people because he's so willing to go with them. What kind of dog is she?
She is a Rhodesian or Rhodesian.
Rottweiler something mixed, right?
Roddy and Australia.
Oh wow, that's a wild mix. So she's
Yeah.
very intelligent. She'll have a
And annoying.
high prey drive. That's
Yeah.
cool. She got some cool genetics. Yes, you do. You're a pretty girl. She got that Rottweiler look. That's neat. Well, you got a pretty dog.
Thank you. So how are you doing today?
Going fantastic. fish, and now I'm headed to work. Take it easy, man.
You too. Hey, can I give you $1 for a cigarette?
Hey, yeah, sorry. See, that's what I'm talking about when I say in the car. I didn't mean to do that.
Yo, I'm glad they found that guy that killed Charlie.
Yeah, I am too.
And yo, I was watching YouTube a little bit, and
No, I don't want to. You can keep
You
it
sure?
going. Yeah, I'm positive.
I was watching YouTube, and people were getting fired for celebrating his death. I'm glad they got
Yeah,
fired.
they should. That's what I don't care what side you are on politically. I've never voted in my life, so I'm not in that system. But
I vote through God.
yeah, no
Because-
doubt, exactly. I'll vote with you. I'll be on your voters registry, but I've never voted for an actual politician in my life, and I'm 43
Because you know,
years old.
human can what is it called? They can fraud the system.
Oh yeah, it's all set up. So the left wing and right wing are just two wings of the same bird, and
Oh
they
shit, she
pick,
must have put that over there.
they pick little
Sorry.
weird issues to divide the people, like abortion, guns. I don't care which side you stand, that's what they do. Believe me, they all agree on everything
Right.
because they're living fat, sitting in their mansions. But you know, us poor people got to pay the consequences.
Yup.
Take it easy, man.
You too, sir. Be safe. Oh, that's a tugboat. Oh my lord, dude. It kind of ruined my eardrums over that shit. Dude, it's pretty fucking cool to have a deal over there. What the fuck do they call that? I haven't done boating in a while. A dam lock, I guess it's called. Why? I always wonder why they only got it on one side and never on both sides. Ants. I hate ants. You're crawling up my pants. Alright, let's get back to you guys. A $3 cigarette in my house. Technically, street value is two for $1. Do I really have almost 300 views? Nobody's watching Brooke. But no, honestly, being homeless is a privilege, not a right. And I'm getting attacked. Am I actually sitting on or near ants? I am straight up getting attacked here. I knew if I sit for too long, I'll get attacked by ants. Alright. What the fuck? What the fuck did I do to you, ant? Oh, God. Ohio's ant problems. Fucking Ohio. Golly. I gotta get going here shortly. Me blowing that air horn is fucking with the boaters and shit. It's probably like, whoever's doing it needs to stop. It's not this time. Shit. So, being homeless can have its challenging moments. That's one thing that most people don't think about. But it's all trial and tribulations. You gotta figure out what you can do and can't do as a homeless person. But for the most part, people leave you alone. For the most part. But majority of the times, you may get bitched at for just simply existing in a world full of Babylonians. It sucks. I'm out here with my dog, enjoying life. I'm running out of fucking sun or shade. That's half the battle. Half of the battle. Pretty much. I do gotta go to the store, get more drinks, and figure out a different spot to chillax. I was gonna chillax at the park, but they got a flea market going on, the Karens up there. which irritates me. Hello. She's friendly. How you doing today?
Good. No luck fishing, but there's always more fishing to do. How about you?
Just chillaxing, live streaming.
Okay, where you on?
YouTube.
What's your name?
Jose Sanders Journeys live stream.
Alright, I'll check it out. Thanks, have a good one.
You too. So what's your input about Charlie?
No, I don't really talk politics, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Sorry. You have a good one. Be safe. That's respectable. Oh man, now I gotta find a new spot. I'm running out of fucking shade here. That's all good. Like I said, that's half of the battle. It's always finding a shady spot for the dog. Ree, why are you sitting in the sun? You're not very smart, are you? How is it living as a homeless person with a dog? There are downfalls to it, but at the same time, it gives you company, something to play with, toss a few sticks, and pretty much have a little buddy to hang out with, which is not that bad. I mean, there's a whole bunch of shade over there. Go. Go. Go in the shade if you're hot. Go. Go in the shade. Networking is a pretty good thing to do. You never know what comes out of it. Pretty much. Give me a second, chat. It does get irritating when the sun moves about and you gotta find a better thing. That's pretty much what most of us kind of hate, is you're always trying your best to also stay out of eyesight if you're a traveler like me. Alright. Okay. Give me a second, chat. Well, that happened. Okay. Alright. This is not for the faint of heart. I'm gonna tell you that. There's a lot of troubles, a lot of bantering Sometimes you find cool people. Sometimes you find shitty people. Sometimes you got the whole world to yourself. Oh shit. Now, being a traveling homeless person, it's not about the travel, it's about the experience that you experienced while traveling in America. Like, when you do settle down eventually, you want to find a spot and that you can come, relax, and hang out with the locals. Because there's going to be a one point in my day, or in your day, time, whatever, there's going to be a point in your life that you're going to settle down. And I'm not going to lie, this is very scenic to me. Definitely not going to lie. Go swimming? Eh. I don't feel like it. Don't really feel like it. This is pretty much what, well, I like scenic. I like destitute. I like being alone at times. I do, or should I say, I don't mind mingling with people, but also you gotta keep in mind when you're out in public, like them bums do, like those bums, you do gotta keep in mind there's gonna be Billy Badass Sheriff or Billy Badass PD. It's gonna tell you to move it along. Find somewhere else. But in reality, you want to stick around as long as you want or can to indulge in scenic. Because I do know that the more people that comes out and use this public lands, I guess, there's going to be a point where you're going to find someone that doesn't like the homeless, and unfortunately, they're going to call the popos. Unfortunately. So, for me, I gotta enjoy this little spot as long as I can before someone decides, hey, it's time for you to go via police department. In all honesty, it's not fair that you got people like that. They don't think you need to indulge in scenic areas. And that's people like John Wynton Snyder, Adam Kay, and shit like that. And to me, those are pitiful people. Very pitiful people that thinks that I shouldn't indulge in scenic and beautiful areas. It hurts my feelings, but at the same time, you're technically powerless when you get in contact with the cops. They don't see it as you're indulging in tranquility. They don't see it. They see it like you're being a vagrant, an eyesore. And that's pathetic. That needs to change. We have as much as rights as any local or any persons. We have that right. We have the right to hang out and have fun. No, it's called mosquitoes. Those are called mosquitoes. You know, the little pesky bugs that society hates. Unfortunately, we are subjected to getting bit. Way more than you guys in society. We don't have four walls. Here in America, we don't have malaria. Hey Google, do people in malaria... Hey Google, do people in the United States get malaria?
Yes, but it's rare. Around 2,000 cases are reported annually, but most are in travelers returning from other countries. In recent years, a small number of locally acquired cases have appeared in Florida, Texas, and Maryland.
Damn. That means, John Snyder is gonna get, malaria. Which really sucks. For him. The fuck is this shit? Define stupid. Damn, these fucking things are annoying as shit. Morning, Will. Morning. It's like noon here. A few minutes away from noon. I'm not even a she. Yes, I'm on East Coast time, bruh. I'm 1000% a dude. I got a PP. 2 balls. Yeah. Midwest, huh? You know, you got Midwest, but never Mideast. We need to come up with Mideast. Something like that. Overall, out of the 18 or 17 years that I've been homeless, it comes in spurs, the hates. Some years are stronger. Some years, you're like, what the fuck is going on? But in overall, it's not that bad. It's not a disease. It's not gonna rub off on you. You know? Shane, I don't care about your personal preference, personal beliefs, as much as the next guy. Cornelius Van Gogh will never amount to anything positive. Ever. You don't want to talk to her. She's an evil, conniving woman. Oh no, you want to know her? Hold on.
I was in the middle of debating Charlie Kirk in the middle of the assassination at Utah Valley University.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
What brought you to the event that day? I made videos on Charlie Kirk, and I made this video about
he was the last person to talk to him. No, that must suck.
And sort of the point that I was trying to make was that it's sort of a statistical outlier, that they're extremely underrepresented when it comes to how peaceful. So my name's Hunter. I was in the middle of debating Charlie Kirk in the middle of the assassination at Utah Valley University.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
What brought you to the event?
Wow. That's not good. That's not good. She's friendly. She gets too hyper.
just say hi, and then he'll want to continue on. Hi, buddy.
She's a great dog. It's just that she gets too hyper.
It's okay.
Come here, Reese. They want to. Hey, they're going. Reese, come here.
What?
Come here, baby. Come here. Thank you. Stay. Stay. Yes, good girls. See, they're on a walk. What up, dude? Yo, so that guy Hunter was the guy that was talking to him before he got killed. Before Kirk got killed. Bro. Dude. That was technically the last guy that he was able to talk to. Yeah. That sucks. I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about.
What brought you to the event that day?
I make videos on Charlie Kirk, and I made this video about the statistical analysis on trans shooters. And sort of the point that I was trying to make was that it's sort of a statistical outlier, that they're extremely underrepresented when it comes to how peaceful they are. Obviously, that question, pretty ironic given when it was given. Yeah, so I mostly came in there because Charlie's very open about having some sort of dialogue or some sort of conversation that he believes in engaging, and I'm pretty on the record of how much I disagree with him, but I do definitely respect how much he's willing to platform voices to ensure that at least some semblance of a good conversation can come out of it.
And as far as these statistical anomaly thing when it comes to trans shooters, is that in response to the way that him and Turning Point were framing that as a big issue?
So it was about 3 weeks ago. There was a trans shooter at a Catholic church. Charlie made a bunch of tweets basically saying when are we going to start noticing that this is a trend? And I'm like, okay, well I'm getting my math degree at UVU. That was my university, and I was like, there's an answer to that. There's, we can determine if there's some sort of outliers. We can use p-values, things like that. And I was like, according to the data, it really doesn't pan out that there is a trend here at all. So I kind of made a video calling him out a little bit and saying, hey, I want to come debate you. I want to come do it. And a lot of people were kind of encouraging me. So I kind of wanted to come and have my, I guess my little audience see that.
How was the energy whenever you arrived to the event?
Very conservative, for sure. Everyone was very energetic, chanting Trump, chanting USA.
Bring the best lips that Utah has to offer.
There was a line of liberals on the rooftop who were holding pride flags and I think some Palestine flags and things like that. And there was a little bit of taunting back and forth, but not very out of hand. Most of the debaters were either asking questions like who's better, LeBron or Jordan, or like some like theological debates about distinctions between like Mormonism and Christians.
That Jesus Christ was a real person. He lived a perfect life. He was crucified, died, and rose on the third day, and he is Lord, and God of Christ was here.
But also, the event lasted, I want to say 20 minutes, maybe. Like, I really didn't get a good finger on the pulse on what an event would really look like, because, I mean, I showed up fairly early. I was the second person to speak there. So, like, you know, the first person was maybe 10 minutes, and I maybe got, like, less than a minute in. So,
Could you give us kind of a recap of how that conversation with Charlie went?
sure.
Yeah, so we're gonna, hey Charlie, hey, hopefully we're gonna have a little bit more disagreement.
So it was, I came in and I said, hey, there was a shooting that happened maybe a few weeks ago in Minneapolis.
And ever since
I heard
then,
about that one.
3 weeks later, the Trump DOJ said that we should start talking about revoking gun rights for transgender Americans.
Do you think, is that, you agree with this? Is that a fair assessment or something like that? And he said yes. And then I said,
So, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? Too many.
She sees the dog. Hey, quit. Alright. She's friendly. It's just that she gets a little too hyper. She gets a little too hyper. I was thinking of going down there, but my shoes are not that pretty right now. Yeah. I was gonna go down there, but my shoes are like tore up. Yeah. And then I have to climb back up with this heavy bag.
Yeah, that might not be too easy.
Right. You too. It's sad how the world is turning to violence because somebody doesn't like some ideology. But, you know, being homeless sucks due to the fact you're bullied, you're pushed around, and you're expected to not say anything or retaliate. You're expected. You don't really see. Hey Google, when is the last time that the homeless protest and retaliated?
Most recent homeless protests occurred in July and August 2025, with clashes in Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., and a protest in Paris over shelter availability.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
A protest occurred in New Orleans in October 2024, after a homeless encampment was cleared. In June 2025, there were protests.
So, It wasn't the homeless. It was the people that protest for the homeless. But do you ever see a actual homeless community protest? It's the people, meaning Babylonians, that protested for the homeless. It wasn't the homeless that protested themselves. I have never seen the homeless protested themselves. I've always seen people like you that protested for the homeless. That's how I see it.
And repeat whatever scraps.
It's time to take back the sidewalks. It's time to take these encampments and provide alternatives. And the state is giving you more resources than ever.
Governor Gavin Newsom calling for a ban on homeless encampments, and he announced billions of dollars in new funding to make it happen.
But not everyone is buying it. ABC 10's Garsh Paul Songa is hearing from people impacted by the issue.
Uh-oh.
Governor Gavin Newsom calling for a ban on homeless encampments, and he announced billions of dollars in new funding to make it happen.
But not everyone is buying it. ABC 10's Garsh Paul Songa is hearing from people impacted by the issue and from some candidates for governor.
No more excuses.
Governor Gavin Newsom unveiled a new push to ban homeless encampments Monday, and he didn't mince words.
It is time to take back the streets. It's time to take back the sidewalks.
The governor's more than $3 billion blueprint for housing and treatment is part of the voter-approved Prop 1. With Monday's funding announcement, the governor says he wants local governments to prohibit consistent camping in one location and move people off sidewalks and into treatment or shelter. But critics say the plan is more political than practical.
I feel like it's a front from him, like he's trying to make himself look better.
Mike Sacca owns a Golden Corral on West Stockton Boulevard near...
I mean, harassing the homeless doesn't make you look better. Making it illegal to be homeless or to be camped somewhere doesn't make you look better. It does not.
Highway 99. And says the tents may move, but the problem just relocates.
They uprooted them off the adjacent property next to me, and now they're just across the street.
Sacca's skeptical. Newsom's plan will lead to real change, at least in his neighborhood.
I haven't even seen step one. I'd like to see it before I believe it.
And as the 2026 governor's race ramps up, Newsom's move is already drawing reviews from those eyeing his job.
I do generally agree with the basic notion that we need to incentivize getting rid of the chaos while not criminalizing homeless, being compassionate.
Well, hopefully this is a comprehensive conversation, not just about banning encampments.
This is the right approach, but it is a process. And so I'm sure along the way we're going to see the things that are working and the other things that we need to do.
We don't want to see people living on the streets, certainly not women and children, certainly not our veterans.
So what are the consequences for cities and counties that don't clean up encampments? The governor says he will have answers to those when he releases his May revised budget this Wednesday. Reporting in Sacramento, Garsh Paul Songa, ABC 10.
Meanwhile, local leaders are split on the governor's call for a ban on those encampments.
While some say it helps their efforts, others question whether it actually solves the root problem, a lack of housing. Sacramento County officials say their existing rules already resemble the governor's proposal and warn it won't move the needle without significant housing investment. Sacramento Mayor Kevin McCarty backed the governor's plan, saying the city has made strides in creating shelter beds and cleaning up encampments, and state dollars could help do more. But Republican Senator Tony Strickland says local governments have already made progress without the state's intervention, arguing the governor's strategy isn't working.
A lot of people in California are really worried about the wasteful spending that's going on with this governor and this legislature. Homelessness, the $24 billion, the high-speed rail, and the problems are getting worse, they're not getting better.
The Sacramento Homeless Union also pushed back, saying they're reviewing the governor's plan, but believe it may overstep his authority. You can watch Governor Newsom's entire announcement on today's...
Video here,
My input about all this banning shit? I mean, they don't need to attack the homeless. That's my input. What they need to do is worry about them fucking selves before they worry about the homeless. Because we're not the real threat out here. Yeah, you get some deranged individuals, but that doesn't cover for the rest of us.
Individuals sleeping outside. If sanctioned, it would mean a total ban on over 6,53,100 homeless individuals sleeping outside in America. On one hand, some argue it's a public safety concern.
It is?
Outside. If sanctioned, it would mean a total ban on over 6,53,100 homeless individuals sleeping outside in America. On one hand, some argue it's a public safety concern, and on the other, critics say it criminalizes homelessness. The larger question, can a free country, a democracy, ban citizens from...
Okay, why am I having fucking Sarah internet issues?
Some people have no choice but to sleep on a bench at a public park with a blanket, and this city has decided to make that a crime and arrest people for that human act.
The issue recently reached the US Supreme Court. They are considering whether cities can enforce bans when there aren't enough shelter beds available. About 100 homeless...
That's the thing about homeless shelters. They have a certain amount. In San Diego, they are only catering to people that are 19 to 25 years old. And if you're past that age, then you're pretty much fucked. You're pretty much fucked. And there are a few adult beyond 25, but once again, once they get full, you're forced to live outside. You're forced to sleep. 90% of the homeless can't afford motels. Like, you guys can help me. You guys can help me. Or should I say, like, you know, what I'm trying to say, I'm one of the lucky few that is able to get paid monthly, donated regularly to get adequate stuff. I would love to stay in hotels after a hard day of traveling, after a hard day of working, but I can't, because you guys don't see that I need to be indoors. You guys think that I strictly must be outside like a dog. Your mentality is killing someone's way of life of trying to better themselves on the internet. You guys have this brain set. We cannot let him do better than us. And that right there is pathetic in itself.
Advocates protested outside the US Supreme Court as arguments began.
You know, there are homeless people out there right now, even travelers, like-minded, that will panhandle for a hotel room. There's people that actually fly for hotel rooms. Traveling broke, need a place, need a room, and shit. And people get that. They make their due. They make their rent for the night. And then they go back out there and try to make it for tomorrow. My way of getting hotel rooms, food, dog food, whatever I need for the time being is through YouTube. But yet, you guys don't see it that way. You guys just want to steadily decline my efforts of trying to be indoors. And that's part of the battle of being homeless, is navigating through the hardships. I'm one of very few many homeless people that is monetized through an app, a social media. I'm one of the very few people that can actually make money to get a little bit of hotelage. I mean, I would love to get indoors right now, but I can't afford it because you guys think it's funny that you guys keep me starved. You guys keep me deplenished of what I need. You know, honestly, I made off of YouTube in this town, I have made, bullshit you not, 40, 50 bucks. I have made 50 bucks by gracious people. If someone donated 100 bucks, let's say 140, that 40 will take me to the hotel and I can sleep the night away and then repeat the process. But yet you guys don't seem to care for my needs to be indoors. But yet you help these selfish ass motherfuckers on YouTube. The selfish motherfuckers that only cares for themselves. You know? These Babylons that are on YouTube right now, sitting in their little office, house, whatever, living lavishly through your donations, don't really need it. They don't. That's why I advocate for homeless people to overtake the internet. I advocate for that shit. I want other homeless people to pick up a cell phone, get monetized, get donations over Babylonians. Over Babylonians. I want the homeless. I'm actually fighting for that privilege, for that right, for that homeless person to get on the internet, make him or her money to fulfill their needs, their wants. I want them to pick up a channel. I want them to pick up their phone, go live on YouTube, put out their Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and such to make money to go indoors. But yet, you, Babylonian, don't see it that way. You see it as pathetic, which I see you guys are pathetic. There's over 7 million or billion people watching on these platforms at any good time. on YouTube. But yet, you want to criticize a homeless person for making that bank. But yet, you don't criticize a person living in a lavish house making bank off of their viewers. You don't. You steadily, look at hisY. Steadily collecting that dough. Collecting that fucking dough. He's just a normal motherfucker just like you, me, and the next guy. But yet, you guys want to suck that guy's dick so hard. You want to. But when a guy like me and like-minded try to get on here, try to make money so they can get into a nice, comfortable, warm room, bed, shower, you bitch. Go, 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 go. That's all I fucking hear. It's pathetic. It needs to change. It needs to fucking change. I will stand up for that homeless person, like-minded or not, to make money on YouTube. Donations or monetizations. Doesn't matter. Yes, hate me if you will. But if you hate me, then so be it. So fucking be it.
Began in the courtroom.
I stayed in jail a while I got out. My problem that they claim is I was in prison, so every time I file for an application for housing, you have to wait. We have to do a background check.
The court's ruling could change the game for America's homeless population. The case revolves around regulations implemented in Grants Pass, Oregon. Grants Pass, Oregon passed laws to stop people from camping or using bedding in public parks because the parks were becoming filled with tents and makeshift shelters. If you break this rule, you could get fined or even jailed if you're a serial offender. Grants Pass, with a population of roughly 40,000, does not have a municipal homeless shelter and instead relies on private charities. Many cities struggle with growing homeless populations. Some argue these encampments can become unsanitary and unsafe. City officials say bans are necessary to maintain public health. Crowded encampments can lack proper sanitation, potentially leading to health risks. There are concerns including increased crime and drug use near encampments. Some argue tents and belongings on sidewalks create an undesirable image for the city.
The problem is that a policy as extreme as the one that Grants Pass in Oregon has passed is that it criminalizes the fact of being poor.
Southern Poverty Law Center homeless advocates argue it's cruel and unusual punishment, a violation of the 8th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, but the city says it's about public order. This comes particularly when there are no alternative sleeping options available. Economists argue that a shortage of affordable housing is another major factor contributing to homelessness, alongside poverty, drug addiction, and a lack of shelter beds. The country's market rate housing stock is significantly below target, leaving the United States millions of homes short of what's needed. This shortage is driving up prices for existing housing, making it even harder for low-income individuals and families to find a place to live.
So the reason why we can't get indoors, and even if we do have jobs like I do, it's not enough to get indoors. The pay is not there yet for us to financially get indoors. Some of us has bills like cell phones, doctor visits. Well, I don't go to doctors, but I'm just saying that there's homeless people that has medical needs that take away from getting indoors. And then there's not a lot of places that accepts certain things. It's a battle. It's a battle out here.
We are worried about that, but we are hopeful that the court will make the right decision and validate this policy, and that we can have our government focus on solutions like affordable housing and not criminalization.
Justice Elena Kagan brought up a crucial point during the hearing, saying sleeping is a biological necessity and criminalizing it for those with nowhere else to go is like criminalizing breathing. The Supreme Court's decision is expected by June and could have
That
major
is true.
implications.
So basically, it's almost saying it's illegal. If you're homeless, it's illegal to breathe. No one can hold their breath for that fucking long.
Will cities have the power to enforce these bans, or will they be deemed unconstitutional? We'll have to wait and see.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.
It is pathetic. It is pathetic.
Milton, we're here. That's the White House behind you.
Right.
You're homeless. Tell me about it.
Well, it's an experience that's, that, believe it or not, I think some people should just try without having to be there to see just what happens with people. Sometimes you see people along the
It is a damn shame, but I do appreciate the people of the streets, meaning ordinary Babylonians, to help me out, get food, my supplements for the day, like food, water, provisions, should I say, and blessings. And I appreciate that. It's pathetic on how you guys on the internet think otherwise. It is very pathetic. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why you gotta cut somebody short of a blessing.
street begging, do you have any change to spare? And you might say, oh, well, why don't you just get a job? But sometimes it's not that simple. You might have medical issues or some other issues that won't allow you to just get up and go to work. You may be, in some cases, on some kind of federal assistance.
But, and then plus you have to be hireable. Like, when I was 50 some odd, I got laid off, and it was nearly impossible to get a job. And then even if you get a job, where are you going to shower? Where are you going to, keep your stuff because people steal it, or you bring it to work, your boss knows you're homeless and you're fired.
Wow. Yeah. It's kind of difficult to be homeless. One of the things, like you said, is that consistency that you used to have. That's
There might be a few more people coming.
All right.
That's not a great place to sit.
Well, I didn't realize.
Yeah, there's a few people that come back.
All right.
Certainly, you get up and go to work. But now you may get up and find yourself saying, well, you cannot sleep here. You cannot stay here in this park. You cannot do some of the things that you have been doing. So then you have to find another place to stay, even if it's just overnight. That's one of the things that I think is kind of bad, of being homeless, that there's no certainty. Everything is uncertain. Everything is, wow, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
And you're a veteran, and you're out here in front of the White House. I mean, I don't even know if you think about that, but, I've always felt here it's so ironic that there's homeless people basically in the White House, whether it's Trump, Obama, or Joe Biden, right in the front yard.
Right. Like you said, some of us are veterans. Some of us have fought in war. Some of us have helped clear some of the natural disasters up around the country that wasn't in a war. But,
Yeah, it's kind of complicated sometimes. I've talked to some of the veterans. I've seen some since I've been out, and they kind of share some of the same stories. Sometimes it's kind of sad. Say, well, wow, here I am, you know, a military serviceman, and having trouble finding a place to stay, having trouble finding food, having trouble finding water, having trouble finding soap.
Finding a bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom is even more complicated sometimes than what you could.
A bathroom is number one.
We don't have public restrooms here. We don't have. What are you gonna do? I've seen people. It's terrible. Run down the street and they can't get to a proper setting.
Yeah.
And before you know it, boom. They have lost their.
Yeah. People gotta go. That's one thing. Humans gotta go. We gotta. You know. You said you only go into shelters when the weather's bad, because shelters are horrible places.
I think they have a great benefit, you know, because like I said, sometimes when it's real cold out, and you don't care if it's not so great of a place to stay, but what you do is say, well, wow, this offers some sort of comfort from the weather, some comfort from, you know, running into people who, well, the fear factor, you know. I hope this guy's not going to rob me. I hope this gang is not going to beat me up. I hope these police is not just going to lock me up because I am homeless. You know, some people are homeless not because they want to. They, like you were saying, I met some that said we've lost our jobs. We have lost our income. We have, not because we did anything wrong, but the job ran out. You know, sometimes the weather has beat people out of a job.
Yeah, you said you ended up homeless because of a relationship, and then you're also because of your job.
Right. And I've seen people get back together while they had broken up.
Love is funny.
Right.
Family's funny, complicated. Everybody thinks that, you know, where's your family, and sometimes family can cause homelessness.
Yes. You can be, man, just mind-boggling about even a relationship. Oh, you gonna sleep? Here I am, so-and-so. Some of the females have said that I've met that are homeless. And some of the homeless veterans, some of those females are homeless veterans.
Yeah, there's more female veterans out here.
And they complain sometimes about how difficult it is to be a woman and then experience some of the things that they have to experience and not have the type of facilities they think that would be helpful for a person who has become homeless. But getting back to the shelters, I don't think the shelters are a bad place, but you know, you have all sorts of people there, of all sorts of nationalities, all sorts of income levels, and you really have to watch your stuff, you know. That's anywhere, though. Even in your own home,
right?
You would have to pay attention to
but
how you secure
your shelter, right? There's people around,
right? How you would secure your goods. So it's challenging. That's what it is, you know. And then sometimes the hope gets to the point. Oh wow, man, I can't believe this. I don't have any hope no more. I don't want to go any further. I've heard people say, well, this is it. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, have my things turned into perhaps a state hospital or some type of mental institution because things are so challenging out here for me. I can't compete anymore. I'm afraid on every corner. Who's going to attack me? Who's going to rob me? I'm afraid to close my eyes out here. You know,
well, you were I have a rule: I never wake anybody up. And I saw you sleeping, and I wasn't gonna wait. Then I saw you get up. You probably only laid down for a moment.
Right.
And it's tough to sleep out here. Sleep deprivation is huge.
Hello. Are they friendly? Yeah. Hey, no.
One isn't.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Have a good one. Beautiful dog.
I didn't realize how active this place is.
Yeah, certain days. Certain days. Have a good one.
You too. It's all a struggle out here, dude. And, you know, like, you just hope to God that one of these individuals don't call the cops. And then, out of nowhere, you're just fucking kicked. Trespassed. For just sitting. I mean, isn't a park meant for that? Isn't a park meant to, like, sit, enjoy the scenic views? Like, why exclude the homeless from enjoying a fucking river? The scenic views. For real. I mean, why exclude the homeless from enjoying this? I just don't understand. I don't know. It is pretty. It's a river. It's definitely a fucking river if you ask me.
Exactly. It's like I said, it's a challenging thing to have to deal with sometimes because, I've seen many people say we don't sleep at night. We prefer to sleep during the day because at night you're more vulnerable to people taking your things. I hear people saying all the time, well, I can't leave my stuff here. Somebody's got it. It's a real tough thing. And some of these people, like myself, have professional degrees where their jobs, they had issues with their jobs, and now they no longer have.
You went to college?
Yes, sir.
What did you get your degree in?
I got a bachelor's in political science. Yes, sir. But I heard some interesting.
Wait, you have a degree in political science and you're homeless across from the White House.
Across from the
Now
White House.
that's ironic.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. If you don't mind me asking, how many years young are you?
59.
59.
Yes, sir.
You should be retiring soon, and this is no way.
Right.
There's more elderly out here.
Well, I still have six or more years to do that, and I don't want to spend out on the streets, but sometimes it's rewarding because, like a person like myself who's interested in art. I remember I told you about the guy that was
doing paintings.
Yeah. You see all sorts of things that the different architectural structure of different buildings. Say, wow, I did not realize there were real faces on some of these buildings that were not just paint, but a part of the building. And like I said, it's just some things that you can find that you wouldn't find if you were not homeless.
You make the best of it.
Right. You have more time to.
Now you said you have housing. You're working on housing. Somebody helping you?
Yes, sir. I have I'm connected with a church, a Catholic church that do Catholic charities.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. And
they're trying to get you out of here.
Yeah, we have a case manager working on. There's a whole bunch of us there on almost a routine basis.
Wow.
We get up, we go over there. It's not a shelter, but it's like a day center.
Right.
We can clean ourselves up, shower or shave, and they'll give us lunch. And, we can get out of the weather sometimes. It's just a blessing to have that, and I'm glad that, I was able to find a place like that.
How long have you been on the housing list?
Well, I'm just recently getting on.
You guys are not interested in this. And I don't really give a fuck if you're not interested. You guys are not interested. Sometimes I just gotta take it by the balls and just push right through the lack of interested people. I just gotta push it through. But I do gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. No, not from you guys. Nobody's donated from you guys. Because you guys don't give a fuck. And it's prevalent. It's very prevalent that you guys don't give a fuck. And it's very detrimental to people that are homeless, that is seeking this website, this platform, to help alleviate the burden of where are they going to sleep? What are they going to eat? Some of us really don't want to eat out of the trash cans, out of the dumpsters. Some of us are willing to do so just to save a penny or two. And it's sad. It is very sad. Coates, your parents give you money, so hush it up. Coates, you don't have to worry, because your parents gives you X amount of money. Don't know how much, but you're a trustaforian that lives in a van that chooses that lifestyle. I mean, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Coates. Don't get upset. Just prove me wrong. Just prove me wrong, Coates. But I do gotta move on from this. But anyway, folks, I gotta figure out a new spot. I gotta figure out where to charge up my battery bank and shit like that. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get indoors, how I'm gonna get a hotel room, because it's prevalent that you guys don't give a fuck at all. It's prevalent. But I come on to this app day in and day out, hoping that somebody has a change of heart. But no, I could see it. And I'm still gonna fight for the right, I am gonna fight for the person that is homeless to make money on this app. I'm paving the way. I'm gonna see it till I die. I am gonna be that advocator. I will advocate, and I will tell the homeless, him or her, they, them, whatever they want to be called, get on YouTube. If you got Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, if you got Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, toss it out there. Fuck what these haters want to say. Let them call you an e-beggar, because they're jealous that someone that is homeless is about to have their life forever changed because some good guy donated, maybe, hypothetically, let's say, donated $400 or $500, or maybe Mr. Beast or somebody of high value donated a K to that individual. See, the thing is, the higher ups meaning the people with higher money can see the hustle, can see the consistency to bring themselves to a comfortable level to make. Because in today's society, these jobs, these bosses, managers, they don't care if you quit. They want you to quit. They want you to not work anymore. Because it takes money out of their accounts. And shit. It's hard. It's hard, dude. But I'm still gonna fight. Fight for these people to come onto YouTube and make their little bank. I know tonight I'm not getting back into a hotel. I'm not getting, ever since I left that hotel, I got no way. $80 would get me into a hotel. No deposit, no dog fee, nothing like that. But yet, you guys prefer me to be on the streets. I particularly don't prefer it, but it's something that I'm used to. Doesn't mean I want to. I want to go inside the hotel room. I want to live stream 11 hours. I want to live stream up to 10 hours. I want to live stream X amount of hours. But I'm restricted to a battery bank. And I try my best to film. I try my best to bring you content. And then also you got people out there thinking it's funny to SWAT. Which it's not. And like I tell all the cops, I'm not getting off the internet. I don't care how much you get pissed. Maybe you need to find out whoever these fucktards calling you and charge them with falsifying a report. Misuse of 911. They're mad because I'm making, or someone like-minded is making money off of YouTube, and they can't physically get on the internet and do the fucking same. Anybody that has a fucking phone can make money off of YouTube. But yet, they want to criticize and poke fun of someone that is trying to make their way. It just shows how pathetic the world is. The world is fucking pathetic.